I'm just enjoying some journaling time and some reflections. I like to read. I don't get to read as much as I want because I'm working and doing a million other things, but I do like to read. And a few years ago, I decided when I was reading books, if they were nonfiction books of some type, to take notes in a notebook because I forget things. That's what happens when you get a little older. So I take notes in a notebook, and then periodically I go back and refresh what I learned from those books. And this was kind of good because I've been having a rough time, as you might have seen in some of my videos, with some financial hits and, things just not moving as quickly or efficiently as I'd like them to. I have a lot of setbacks and I get frustrated. Um, but this one book, apparently I was reading, I don't date when I read it, so I don't know when this was, but it's called The Art of Exceptional Living by Jim Rohn, Rohn. And I thought this was a really nice piece that about reflection. And these are the notes that I took from it. It was take minutes to review your day. So at the end of every day, take a few minutes to just sit and reflect on your day and think about what positives, or if there were negatives, if there's anything you might try differently, but just process the day that you had each night before you go to bed. And then he recommends take an hour to review your week. So at the end of the week, take an hour on Friday night or Saturday morning or Sunday morning and reflect back on your week. So I do remember reading this, that some people actually, if they keep a journal or a written schedule or something, they put their reflections at the end of each day. I don't do all that. That's a lot of time consuming stuff. But I'm going to try to get back to taking just a minute or two before I go to sleep at night to reflect on my day. And, whether that's just gratitude or just processing the day. I don't know. We'll see what form that takes. But then at the end of the week, take an hour, or even if it's a half an hour, and think about the week as a whole. So you're processing things by day and then as a week, as the whole week. And then at the end of the month, take a half a day. Now, I don't know, it starts to get a little bit more time consuming, but the idea is take a couple of hours and sit down and process your month and think about how the month went, and, did you make progress towards whatever goals you were working on, or just where are you at in that month of time that just went by? And then at the end of the year, take almost a sabbatical weekend at the end of the year. Take a weekend and just reflect on your year and how it went, what goals you achieved or maybe didn't achieve, or what were the highlights of the year, and kind of re-experience them. I think that the more chaotic life gets, the more we need to stop and slow down and process. And this is part of my vision of my life. For those of you that don't know, I bought a barn, I quit my job, I moved away. I'm trying to get renovations started on the barn, which is why I'm doing van life for now. But I think this is part of slowing down. It's part of just having a slower life and really living your life. Pay attention to it, capture it, think it through. And it says, make your experiences count, learn from them, And sometimes when life is coming at you so fast, like it's been coming at me lately, a lot of things have just been happening. I have to stop and really reframe my thinking, which one of the comments on another video that I made, somebody said that they just reframed my whole thought when I was kind of spiraling a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I need to work at that a little bit more. But it's important. It's important to just process and not let life just whoosh by, you know? So I'm happy that I pulled out this journal again. And one of the things that I have written down here is don't spend major time on minor things. That's important. We get hooked in the minutia sometimes. And make time to nourish your mind. Books are mental food. And sometimes we need to nourish our mind with books and information. Here it says, words nourish the mind, and ideas come from information. So it was kind of timely that I've been having a rough month. And here's another one. Wherever you are, be there. Good advice for the day. So this is what I do. I take notes. I decorate the pages. This is how I enjoy quiet time. And I decorate them with either stickers or drawings or doodles or whatever. And then I enjoy looking back on the pages. So those notes were from The Art of Exceptional Living. If I can, I will leave a link. Sorry, I'm shining the light right in your face. I will leave a link if I can find a link for that book. All right. So I hope you enjoy your reflections and they help you process life and enjoy the slowness of it. And if it's going too fast, you got to slow it down. Good idea. All right. Have a good night. Bye.